mainstream media, government cover-ups. You want answers? Well, so does he. He's Alex Jones on the GCN Radio Network. And now, live from Austin, Texas, Alex Jones.
You have found it, the front lines of the information war, as we attempt to alert humanity to the fact that a private consortium of banks, merciless megacorporations, are openly setting up world government that will be owned, run, controlled by them. And it is a eugenics system they wish to enforce on the planet. World government is only the beginning. It is the means to their ends. It is Sunday, the 27th day of September 2009. I don't want to just come on the radio today and rant and rave at the police, because I'm more than angry at them. I am saddened that they continue to confirm that when they're under federal control, they act as bad as communist Chinese police, or as Hitler's police, or as Stalin's police. Now, all over European newspapers, they are describing some of the events that happened at the G20 to some of the things we've seen in China, similar to the July 4th protest known as Tiananmen Square. But they weren't running over people with tanks yet. Rob Dew, one of the producers of this radio show, also a videographer, who we dispatched with Jason Burmis and Jason Douglas, was arrested Friday evening. He got out of jail yesterday and is back in Austin, Texas. He'll be with us in studio in 30 minutes. So will Jason Burmis. Then Luke Radowski will be joining us coming up in the next hour. Then Ron Paul is going to be on the show here with us. Congressman Ron Paul. The military and police tortured Luke Radowski. They took him to the state penitentiary, made fun of him for being on TV, for being seen on television bullhorning, said that this was punishment, strip searched him, beat him with billy clubs, and handcuffed him for the evening into the day, which is a violation of the Geneva Convention, handcuffed inside the jail cell as a form of torture. Rob Dew was arrested for just being there, videotaping. Jason Burmis called me Friday night as I was up here working at about 10 o'clock Central, 11 p.m. Eastern, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania time, and I could hear the sound cannons going off, the rubber bullets being fired, the sounds of gunshots. And Jason was flabbergasted because they came onto a park that is on the grounds of the university, bordering the university, and it was mainly just college kids out there in the park. And he said he couldn't believe it because there weren't even any protests going on, and the police, he saw them beating women, men. We have video of this, in the head with billy clubs. I mean, blood spewing. Women would say, "I'm just riding my bicycle," and the cops would, knock them in the head with a billy club. We have video and photos. We've posted some of them. My guys just got back last night, of children in neighborhoods. We're talking 9, 10-year-olds covering their ears, being hit with sound cannons. The police have just an absolute lust to attack the American people. They've been trained that we're the enemy. They've been militarized, and the military fights and kills an enemy. And this is what Northcom is all about. And you put this in with all the reports confirmed around the country of regular Army, Marine Corps, National Guard suddenly showing up even at local police departments, running checkpoints. You combine this with the open announcements of world government, global governance from the G20. You combine this with the plunging dollar. You combine it with all the talk of forced inoculations coming up. This is a very, very serious time. So we're going to break it all down today and play some exclusive video for everybody watching at prisonplanet.tv that we simulcast with the syndicated radio show. If you want to see this, not just hear the audio, go to prisonplanet.tv. Very important broadcast today. Stay with us. We'll be right back after this quick break.
Have you heard that millionaire, entrepreneur, businessman,
Your congressional candidate and author, Robert Beatles, wrote a new book called Here's What You Do. You can buy it at here'swhatyoudo.net as an ebook for $6 or the book for $10. And we have an audio book on its way for you commuters as well. Here's What You Do tells you exactly what to do to survive and thrive in these harsh economic times. This book will work for anyone, rich, poor, middle class, it doesn't matter. This book truly has the information that can make you wealthy, and it will tell you how to protect your wealth as well. You know the government isn't looking out for you. You need to look out for yourself. The economy is bad, but it's probably going to get worse. You must prepare and make sure you are able to financially take care of yourself and your loved ones. Go to here'swhatyoudo.net and start today. Again, it is here'swhatyoudo.net. That's here'swhatyoudo.net. One last time, it's here'swhatyoudo.net.
From his Central Texas Command Center, deep behind enemy lines, the information war continues. It's Alex Jones and the GCN Radio Network.
I'm live Monday through Friday from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. Central Standard Time. We come back Sundays, 4 to 6 p.m. Central for an abbreviated broadcast. Okay, we had one of our reporters, Rob Dube, arrested, but he was not charged. They were letting the mainstream media out of the cordon at the city park bordering Pitt, the university there in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, in the suburbs. And they looked at his press pass and just said, no, you're going to jail. No one is allowed out on the streets in Pittsburgh. And I even have a clip of Brian Williams of NBC saying, yes, the city's been cleared out for the G20. No one is allowed on the streets. And it's got to be more than 50 sound cannon vehicles. I mean, we've got video of where you'll see 10 or more together just in one area. And they would drive around through sparsely populated neighborhoods, industrial areas. The police would pull up when people were getting off work, getting in their cars, and just aim cannons at them and hit them. And it's meant to be outrageous. It's meant to be tyranny. So that you know, hey, you live in a third world police state now. You are a slave. The police have admitted, it's been in the news in the last few years, they wear black uniforms, they wear black masks, they wear the Darth Vader outfits for intimidation. And they had the computerized broadcasting bullhorns with the voice saying we're using less lethal weapons. Less lethal. See, that's the true name of non-lethal weapons because they can kill you. Rubber bullets kill people all the time. Sound cannons, earplugs don't protect you. It attacks the middle ear, can cause deafness, serious ear damage. People die all the time being beaten to death by police. I mean, you can just search the term, man dies after being beaten by police, man dies after rubber bullets. But the issue here is they would ride down neighborhoods, and this is in the Associated Press. This is not just Alex Jones saying this. But we witnessed this. We got video of it. I've seen countless YouTube videos other people shot. They would go into neighborhoods in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and there would be people on their front porches. There'd be people getting out of their cars. There'd be kids throwing footballs. I mean, there's photos and videos of this. Little kids, I mean less than 10 years old, and they would broadcast the state code. They have a state Patriot Act there that abolished their Bill of Rights a few years ago. That's why Pennsylvania was chosen. And then they just aim the cannon at a little kid and fire on him, and the little kid's crying on the ground. And the police, again, I'm past anger with the police. I understand sadists go into the police department and control freaks and bullies and thugs and sickos historically. But I also understand that just a lot of former military people that are macho and their family are police, and, you know, that there are some good police out there. But normally in history, in Mexico or Russia or China or Nazi Germany or Cuba, about 90% of the time, countries are run by corrupt thug police. And so for people to be in denial about this is really sad. All the movies and the PR and the propaganda. And the propaganda that we see just goes on and on and on.